Hey everyone, Darren Carnall here. How are you doing? I hope everyone's doing well. I'm here in my studio in between some painting jobs, in between a lot of painting jobs, as I always am. And I wanted to come on here just quickly and say thank you to everyone, basically, because I noticed this morning that I had gone over 8,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And I know there are channels that have 2 million followers and stuff like that. But for me, having 8,000 subscribers is mind-blowing. It's astonishing. I remember when I was excited, really excited, when I had 100 followers. That I couldn't imagine 100 people being interested in what I do. And now I've gone over 8,000. So I just wanted to come on here and say thank you to everybody who subscribes. Thank you to anybody who watches me. Thank you if any of you are over on my Patreon, where I do my painting tutorials. So anytime I paint a head or a statue, I record the entire process. If it's a head, for an action figure, it's usually about 20 hours of work. I film the entire thing from start to finish, and I put every video up one at a time so people can see my entire process and ask me questions and maybe learn a bit, maybe teach me something, or just watch me paint or keep me company or watch me make mistakes. Whatever the reason is for people to be over there. If you're there, thank you for that. If you're here on YouTube, thank you for that. It all makes a difference. All of these different ways that people can follow me, commission me to do work, or subscribe to my channels or whatever, that all helps let me do this for a living. Without you guys, I would be sitting here trying to think what job I could do that didn't interfere with my epilepsy. Because very briefly, if you don't know the story, 20 odd years ago I was a financial advisor and my childhood epilepsy came back and I had to stop work and I had to stop driving and I had to give everything up and I was signed off work and I did nothing for 10 years and it drove me mad. And I tried working and whatever had changed in my brain stopped me being able to. I couldn't concentrate enough to answer a phone or to file things away, and it was so frustrating. And I stumbled across painting because I did... Oh, I've moved it over there. This figure, the very first figure that I did, Anakin Skywalker, which was a sideshow figure that I owned. And I resculpted the face, repainted the face because I could see it didn't look like the actor. And that started getting people getting in touch with me, asking, can you do the same for my figure? And over the last 10 years, it slowly grew up until now I've got 8,000 followers on YouTube, 7,000 I think on Facebook, and I am fully booked into the middle of next year with my commissions. And it blows my mind that I get to do that. I get to do work that doesn't interfere with my epilepsy, which is obviously good. But I get to do work that I enjoy doing and that maybe I'm good at. Going by what people say. I never like saying that, but people tell me I'm good, so okay, fine, I'm good. And that work that people enjoy, and the fact that I've got pieces of work in people's collections all around the world blows my mind. So thank you, whoever you are, whichever way you follow me, wherever it is, thank you for that. If you're waiting on any commission work, I am flying through everything now. I've got a bunch of things that I've finished that I'm waiting for varnish to dry. I've got a bunch of things that are nearly finished, so we're making my way through. You'll be contacted shortly. In in terms of what's to come here on YouTube, I don't know why I'm pointing there. I'm pointing at my computer screen. In terms of what's to come here on YouTube, I'm going to be doing a video soon. There's two things that I'm going to be doing. In the shorter term, I'm going to be doing a video on, if I can grab hold of this without knocking things over, brushes and paint and stuff. Because I did a video a while back, well, quite a while back, when I sort of decided, well, maybe I'll do YouTube as a thing, talking about what brushes I used back then. But back then I just went to the art shop and randomly grabbed things. I didn't have any particular types that I used or anything, and it's sort of changed a little bit now. So what I'm going to do is a video on that, and those brushes that I've got there are a few different sets of, maybe like a set of 4 or 5 brushes, and there'll be a few different sets that are in that stand, and I sort of use different ones depending on what I want to do. So I'm going to do a video talking about which ones I use and why, and which ones are better. I will be able to provide links to Amazon where I got those ones from if anyone wants to buy the same brushes. I will also no, it's not here. I thought I had some stuff over there, but I've moved it. I'm also going to do a video on the paint that I'm using, because as most of you who already follow me know, if you're new to this, by the way, hi. Anyone who already follows me knows that I use these paints that I buy locally here in Liverpool in the UK. And that's no use to people who want to paint along with me, because you can't get them anywhere. It's rubbish. It's useful. It's useless, I should say. It's useful me telling you what paints I use and why when I'm painting things, but you can't follow along because you can't buy the exact same colours. So I'm going to start using Vallejo paints. I've bought some ones that I think will roughly match what I've got here. And I'll be able to provide links to those. I'll be able to provide links to the brushes. So if people want to follow along with me, if it's on YouTube or if it's on Patreon where I do most of them, then you will be able to buy the exact same paints that I'm using, the exact same brushes that I'm using, and anytime I get new equipment, I'll be able to provide links for it. So that's coming. Talking about the paints, the other thing that's coming is, I have been saying this for a while now, and I've been so busy I just haven't been able to start it. I'm going to do a series of videos. My phone has just beeped at me, I don't know why. I'm going to do a series of videos like the Patreon ones that I do, where I film a thing from start to finish and show every single hour long video of it, so people can, if anyone needs to know how to paint skin or eyes or hair or everything, you can follow that. Now, the Patreon ones that I do have up until now been with these paints. I'm going to do a series using the Vallejo paint, but I'm going to do it public on YouTube. So, because I figured for this first time that I'm using them, I'm probably going to make a load of mistakes. I figured that might be entertaining for people to see. Also, it'll be a good introduction to the work that I do on Patreon, where people can follow along with this one series where I'm using the new paints. Watch me try to figure out how to use the new paints, because I don't know how they'll work. They might be completely different. The colours might be wrong. It might take me ages figuring out, oh, well, this colour isn't the red that I normally use. I'll have to add some blue to it, or I'll be trying to figure stuff out as I go along. So it could be entertaining, but also it could be useful, because it will be me working as if I've never done something before. Now, I try to do every project like this anyway. When I'm painting a head, I try to act as if I've never painted that head before, as if I've never used these paints before, and I just think, okay, what would I do to paint this? How do I want to make those eye sockets look? What colour would I use? And I try to treat each one as a new thing, and that is the reason why everything that I paint, each one is slightly different, because I treat them as a new thing that I've never done before. In terms of this project with these paints, it's going to be a thing that I've never done before. So it's going to be interesting to watch. But also a good introduction to what I do for those who have just stumbled across me and don't know what I do normally. And also people might be able to watch this public series that I do on YouTube and see that and then go, okay, you know what, if that's what he does, that's worth following, and then maybe come and join us on Patreon. Just in case. People might just say, okay, I've seen this one, I've learnt enough now, and that's fine. But if people want to follow, they'll know what they're expecting now. At least it's, lets people know what I do. So I'm going to be doing that. So they're the two things coming up sooner on YouTube that I know about. Video about brushes and a new series of videos. It might be like 20 videos or something of me painting a head. Now, part of the reason why it had taken so long, apart from the fact that I've just been ridiculously busy, is I was waiting until I had, the Star Trek heads that I sculpted for those figures there. I need to put some lights under there. It's very dark there. Captain Kirk, Spock and McCoy. And I sculpted those heads. I'm getting some sets of those made on little display stand like this, but black, with the initials of William Shatner or Captain James Tiberius Kirk, and the heads will sit on top of the little display stands, and there's going to be Spock, Kirk and McCoy, little 3 sets. And I'm having those made for people who wanted the set of heads that I gave to William Shatner, and he loved them. And that was a high point in my life. And I know a lot of people wanted those, so I'm having a limited edition. I don't know how many, but I'm getting some made, and people can get those. I was going to use one of those as the series of Vallejo test videos, learning how to use the paint, because I figured, well, it's a sculpt that I did. It might be interesting to do. But the problem is, I haven't had those heads cast yet, and I've been waiting to get that done, and I've been making the resin, the resin masters, and I haven't sent them away yet, so I'll have to wait longer if I'm doing that. So what I might do is pick one of my commissions that I've already got, that I'm about to start anyway, and do it with that, because I know I'm going to get a good result out of the paints, because that's what I do, and I always find my way through whatever colours I need to do. I always get the good result in the end, so I know it's not going to affect the commission negatively in any way. It's just going to be a more interesting journey for me to figure out, okay, these colours are slightly different, how do I do this now? So I'm going to pick one of my commissions, I don't know which one yet, and do it with that, rather than make you wait while I get those Star Trek heads made. I might do one of those as well anyway. I might do 2 series on YouTube so people can see what I do, and I'm not sure yet, but that's why I was waiting. So I'm going to do that with something else. I'll just pick a random thing, and that's it for now. That's what's coming up. Brushes, painting series with the new paints, and then we'll see. There's going to be obviously the usual, anytime I finish a commission and I've got like 20 hours of footage, this represents 20 hours of footage, I don't know why. When I get time, I always go through that and edit it down into about 10 minutes. This represents 10 minutes. A little short video that I can put on YouTube so people can see what I've done and see the end results and the transformation before and after. And there's been a few that I've done, David Tennant and Anakin Skywalker and Peter Capaldi. All the commissions that I'm in the process of finishing, they will all have their own short videos put up on YouTube as well, so that's going to be coming. They will also, most of them, have Patreon series as well, where I'm showing the entire process from start to finish. So everyone can get something depending on what they want, whether it's the full tutorial series and to try and learn exactly how to do everything, or just to watch 20 hours of someone painting a head, or just a short little 10-minute videos on YouTube so you can see what I do. There's something for everyone. So that's it. I mainly just wanted to come on and say thank you for following me and putting me over 8,000 subscribers, which is still mind blowing. And I figured I'd tell you what's coming up as well. So that's been 15 minutes. That's longer than I wanted to talk. I always talk longer than I intend to. That's not going to change anytime soon. Right, I am going. Thank you once again for everything. You helped me be able to do this for a living, and I couldn't thank you more. I couldn't thank you enough. I want to thank you more, but I can't, because I can't thank you enough. I was trying to say something there and my brain just went and forgot what I was trying to say. But thank you. So have a good day. Have a good evening or morning or whatever time zone you are in the world watching this. And I will see you soon. Yeah, do the usual things. Subscribe to YouTube. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. Have a look on my Patreon. All of those things. And I'll see you soon. Take care, guys. And thank you again. Bye.